Hello and welcome to Revsportz. I am Shubhayan Chakravarti, joined by Shamit Chakravarti, and this segment is powered by Str8bat, our tech partners, who have again provided us with some great data, great insights into how this test match is panning out. And of course, one player who has stood out in terms of with the bat for the Indian team is Devdutt Padikkal. A century in the first innings, his maiden test ton in test cricket, whereas in the second innings he contributed it with a valuable 40-odd runs, which again has helped India take a very good advantage in this test match in the final 2 days of this particular first test between India and Sri Lanka. Devdutt Padikkal, while he stood out with his century in the first innings, his valuable 44-run knock has also pushed India towards a very good 350-run plus target, which will now give Sri Lanka some headache as to how to chase it down. But Devdutt Padikkal, one particular thing which has stood out for Devdutt Padikkal in this test match is his usage of the crease, his usage of the feet, and the technical astuteness which he has shown throughout this test match. And Shamikda will give you some insights provided us to by Str8bat as to what has helped Devdutt Padikkal, particularly negating two of their main spinners. One is Prabhat Jayasuriya and one is the debutant Keshara Nuwanta. Over to you, Shamikda.
See the difference. When Devdutt Padikkal scored his maiden test 100, he batted on day 1 and a bit of day 2.
Yes.
Day 1 pitch is completely different from a day 4 pitch. Now, on day 4 today, the ball was turning almost square. The ball was turning almost square, and it was never easy. Especially Nuwanta being an off spinner for a left-hander, it was never easy. Now, what has stood out for Devdutt Padikkal in this match is his footwork, because he was so decisive with his footwork. Even in the second innings when he was playing, he had that control over spin bowling. And we talk about two aspects, about two particular shots today, Shubhayan.
Yes.
Jaiswal got out of the very first over, and then Devdutt Padikkal came pretty early into his innings. Nuwanta was bowling, he bowled, give the ball a bit of an air and a flowing cover drive. Okay. Full stretch forward, flowing cover drive. And if you look at that shot, a Str8bat data, the data provided to us by Str8bat, I mean, it is excellent in the sense the way it has analyzed the whole thing. That cover drive against Nuwanta, in this case, impact was 90%. Again, cut shot off the back foot. Bat speed was 93 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
Timing index was 98%.
Okay.
Bat lift angle 25 degrees and sweet spot 96%. Okay. Now, here we have spoken about front foot. Now go back to back. His back foot game. And that was again Prabhat Jayasuriya. Right. And it was short of good length. Mind that it was not a rank long hop or a short delivery. It was short of good length. Okay. He cut it through point for 4. Right. How could he do that? First, I give our viewers the data provided to us by Str8bat. That impact was 94. His bat speed was 97 kilometers per hour. Timing index was 97%. Okay. Bat lift angle was 27 degrees and sweet spot was 96%. Okay. And you can understand on a day 4 pitch, if you are getting that kind of perfection, this is absolutely brilliant. So what happened? He used the whole depth of the crease, and that was important. As because he used the whole depth of the crease, he could drop back and could convert a shot of a good delivery to something where he can play that cut shot. Right. So that was very, very important. The decisive footwork. And after a long time, we have seen a number 3 batsman batting for India. I mean, I'm not talking about Shubman Gill. When Shubman Gill decided to move down the order at number 4, after that, so many changes happened at number 3. Devdutt Padikkal. And because the way he showed his footwork, very, very promising.
Very promising, and something which India can take a lot of positives going forward in test format, and India have struggled to get a stable number 3 over the last few years. And Devdutt Padikkal, with these 2 knocks, with the assuredness, with the calmness, with the composed manner in which he has batted in this test match, of course he has given India a lot of promise, a lot of positive to take forward, and of course has given some headaches also as to what to do when Sai Sudarshan returns fully fit in this particular format.
And Shubhan, I give some more data and some more stats once again provided to us by Str8bat. It is very, very interesting. Str8bat data of elite players shows something very interesting. Against spinners, for shots played down the ground, bat speed peaks 11 milliseconds before ball impact.
Okay.
But for shots, square of the wicket, the bat speed peaks 22 milliseconds after the ball impact.
Okay.
So the ball is still accelerating at ball impact. And for a lot of shots played square of the wicket, the pace of the ball is being used. So he was using the pace of the ball also to perfection, because he could judge the pace of the wicket also. Unless he could do that. But at the end of the day, Shubhan, all came from, the game changer was that upright stance. When he came, when he made his test debut, you could go back and see the crouch stance. There is a Dinesh Karthik hand in it.
Yes.
People talk about the negative effects of T20 cricket, but here we clearly have a serious positive trickle-down effect, and he carried that forward. And here he didn't play, obviously this is spin-friendly conditions and subcontinent, obviously he didn't play with a complete upright stance because the ball will not bounce that much. He opted for a middle ground, but once again, as because he was doing that, he was pretty light. He was like a boxer on his feet, and that's why he could use his. That's why we saw such decisive footwork.
And absolutely, and a lot of homework done behind it. The way he worked before this series in back home in Bengaluru with his local coach. He has worked on playing spin bowling against enraging turners. He has practiced against different kind of spin bowlers at his local nets, and of course that assuredness, that confidence has now shown up. He was ready to get his chance whenever it would come, but now as soon as he got his chance, he has grabbed that with both the hands. And the only centurion from Indian team in this particular test match in Galle, and of course it was mainly due to Devdutt Padikkal's both the innings, in first innings and in second innings, that India find themselves in a winning position and on their way to take a 1-0 lead in this 2-match series. Let us know what you think about the data provided by Str8bat, your opinions around both the knocks by Devdutt Padikkal, perhaps the biggest contender for the player of the match as well. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share and subscribe to Revsportz from coverage from all over the sporting world.
For India's best multi-sports coverage, your platform is one, and that's Revsportz. So like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I think by now you know that we will be everywhere in different parts of the world and bring you on-ground reportage. As I said, your best multi-sports coverage on Revsportz, your favorite destination.